All right. Thursday's typically active recovery, but we're getting closer and closer to that super total and the end of Marble Mayhem and the end of the year. So we're going to start kicking back some strength into our Thursday workouts if you guys are up for it. If you're not up for it, you could do a little bit more active recovery. And if you're not part of Marble Mayhem, then we'll just go through the motions. We'll go through our warm-ups, and then we can sort of decide which version of the workout we do. I have a little bit of a Marble Fit alternative if anybody's interested in that, but I kind of want to keep you guys together and work on the snatches because they are the most difficult movement of the super total, and they're just a really good movement to learn how to do. When you move your entire body together, moving weight overhead from the floor, it's a very beneficial movement, but obviously some people have limitations, so we can work around that as best we can. All right, so this is kind of like active recovery depending on how you take it, but it's a little bit more to it than that. So we're going to start kicking back that strength into Thursdays for the next couple of weeks. All right, our mindset for the day: give more, give what you didn't get, love more, drop the old story. So similar things to what I was talking about yesterday with the limitations. Don't harp on those old things. They're not going to get you anything. So just give some positive feedback to people, give positive love to people, and we will be good and happy and better off in the long run. So forget about the things you can't control and control the things that you can. All right. So like I said, we're going into some snatch work every 2 minutes for 6 rounds. So 12 minutes in total. We're going to build up to from 60%, working on our snatches for 2 reps. So we're looking for a heavy-ish double at the end, but I want you guys to pay attention to your form and your technique as much as possible. And I want my coaches to watch everybody doing this and make sure that their hips and everything stays balanced as much as possible. If we need to scale it back to a different variation of that strength, be it a snatch from the floor or a hang snatch, a snatch with 3 overhead squats, a snatch deadlift, muscle, or power snatch, and just sort of work on a complex a little bit for those 2 minutes, that's fine, right? Depending on where you're at in your journey and how long you've been with us is going to determine which level you do today with your snatch work. So we're going to work on the movement for 12 minutes. All right. We're going to work on the movement for a little longer than that with warm-ups, but we're going to work on the movement and be as perfect as possible. All right. And being as perfect as possible does not mean you're going to actually be perfect. This just means that you're going to be as perfect as you can be. And we're going to keep making progress that way. All right. So snatches are hard. So let's work on them for 12 minutes. All right. And our active recovery workout is going to be some bench press with the dumbbells, box jumps with a step down, and a couple of rope climbs with a rest in between each set. We're looking at 4 rounds for time. So bench press should be able to be done in 1 to 2 sets, depending on which weight you choose and how your chest is feeling from everything else, and basically how your body's feeling. So choose a weight that you can get done relatively in probably 1 set or 2. 20 box jumps should take about 45 seconds, depending on how your box jump ability is. And rope climb should take about 30 seconds. So we should be looking at about 2.5 minutes per round, roughly. So I don't want it to go past 3 minutes. If it's taking longer than 3 minutes per round, let's scale back the weight or the reps and choose a better version of the workout. If we have some people and benches are not available, floor press is totally fine. Ring rows, bent over rows, anything that's going to give you a good back workout for the ring rows or just pulling yourself up, that's kind of what we're looking for. Bench press, I want everything to lock out. So it's just kind of like a little bit of a bodybuilding conditioning. All right, just work on those box jumps. Make sure you stand all the way up at the top, but don't throw those hips forward. Keep your midline, everything in line, nice and stable. Keep that core tight. All right, so that's what we're looking for with our Thursday not so active recovery snatch day. All right, so good luck with that one, and we'll see you Friday.